Hello and welcome to the Buzzerbeater Show, episode 77. My name is David Jones, and today we're going to talk about the season predictions, how much longer LeBron can maybe last in the NBA, and are the Lakers even a super team? And we're going to talk about Savage Squad. I'm thinking self, especially people that are a little older don't have anything to do with the YouTube thing. Probably like now, what is Savage Squad? First off, my season predictions. Maybe a little too early, but I think the best chance of winning it all is probably Brooklyn. I don't like it as much. I don't like it either. I really don't. It sucks. It's hard because, especially for Knicks fans like myself, it's hard to admit. But it could also be the Bucks and the Lakers, you know? And the only thing is, that I had the feeling last year or last season, people were trying to downplay the Brooklyn Nets with saying like, oh yeah, they have, they don't have good, they can't have a good chemistry because they have three egos on the team, or the defense is not good enough. But bro, maybe they're not the best defensive team. They're still good defensively. And they're probably not the tallest team either, except for KD. But offense, this is probably one of maybe the best offensive team. Or the best, no, okay, offensive is probably a little too, I would say the best transition team I've ever seen, and probably the best floor spacing and isolation team I've ever seen. Because they have three ISO players on that team. Harden, Durant, and Kyrie. You need to have good spacing if you want to have those three guys isolate. Like, I downplayed them myself too. It's like, because I didn't want them to win. It didn't happen, but I don't know. The only team that could be an offensive nightmare for them is the Bucks. Because of their size, strength, and them not really like... It's always like if you watch a Bucks game, there is floor spacing. Of course, there's also three-point shooting. But if Giannis gets into the post, the spacing is a little off. And that's what the Bucks also use to their advantage. Because if Giannis gets to the hole, he gets to the hole. And that way, you don't really need spacing outside. You know what I mean? Like, but if he doesn't get to the hole, that's the problem. But I don't think the Brooklyn Nets have the defense necessarily to always stop Giannis. The Hawks, they had it. I mean, the Hawks could have. They could lock him up because they had like double teaming him with Capella and Bogdanovich. I fucking hate his haircut. But the first team they played, what was the first team they played? The Bucks. Who was the first team? I don't remember. It had to be. Wait. Right, the Heat, right? Miami? Yeah, it was Miami, probably. Yep. So, first off, they played Miami. completely manhandled them. Like, Miami had no chance. They got blown out every time. Um, the Nets really gave them a challenge because two of their most key players got injured, and they had KD. And that's also the reason why they lost, because they were injured. And that's also a main thing why they say, why some people say, oh yeah, the Bucks championship is not as special because there was a lot of injury. Bro. Alright. You know what? People like Skip Bayless say that things. And this guy has never even won a ring in his entire career. Oh yeah, he makes a lot of money. What I don't get about these sports analysts, sometimes I have the feeling they don't know how much effort and work it takes to win something. You know what I mean? And I mean, that's what they want. They want the attention, but it just feels sometimes a little... How do I call it? It feels like they downplay somebody for money, for their money, and for their benefit, and they make money off of them and whatsoever. And the other thing is that I don't really know if the Lakers are a super team, as a lot of people call them. They definitely have their two guys, AD and LeBron. These guys have been playing together for like 2 years now. I don't see a problem with them. The only thing I see a problem is Russell Westbrook. I have seen Swish Out, and he's a famous, not famous, but he's a basketball analyst on YouTube, and he said that probably the Lakers are gonna be under 500, so they're not gonna even out their wins and losses probably in the first. They're probably gonna lose because that's every time LeBron plays with a whole different team. For example, 2011 Miami Heat, 2015 Cavs, 2018 Cavs, 2020, 2020 Lakers. They lost their first games, and then it's always like that. And you're like, and I don't get why people always overreact with something like that, because you know LeBron got it in the bag. You know that. Like, you know that. Like, no cap, bro. Chill out. And it's probably hard also for them. Probably it's gonna be the same with this Lakers team. They're probably gonna not be good at first. They're probably gonna start and be good, but I don't know if they're gonna do a deep postseason run. I mean, Russell Westbrook could be their guy for them to win another championship, because he still has the energy. He's still envy, but I don't really know if he's. You know what I mean? Like, he's people always like. It sounds to me like they got like the new young thing on the block, like with Russell Westbrook, but he's not the new young thing anymore. He's 33 years old, you know. And I don't want to do an age thing where I say, oh yeah, well, he's not good because he's that and that age. No, I'm just saying you could see that Westbrook slowed down. He's not OKC Westbrook anymore. Even in Houston, he slowed down a little. Mainly because he had to share the ball with Harden. But he had to slow down in Houston. I think the main reason why he took off so much in OKC was because he had no big co-star. Maybe, not really, maybe just Steven Adams. And do you want to count Reggie Jackson to that? Nah. No, you don't want to do that, boy. So, these Westbrook needs to... I think he's going to listen to LeBron for sure. Because he respects LeBron and he's close friends with LeBron. But first off, it's probably going to not look as... not so good because they're probably going to... gonna have a rough time, you know, like figuring out who's gonna do what and stuff, and yeah, I mean it doesn't sound as dramatic, but I don't know if I would count them as super team. I think they have a legitimate chance to win the championship. I don't really know if they're going to be a super team, though. They're probably going to be the underdogs. We'll see what's going to happen. We'll see. And 2 more topics. Are we ever going to see LeBron James again? As LeBron LeBron, you know? I don't know. Like... I don't want to stir up any drama. No. I really don't know if he is going to be the LeBron again that we have seen in Cleveland, or that we have seen in the last great Lakers run. This injury that he had was really, 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 really bad. It was not good. And he had a high ankle sprain. I had that before. And I was so upset. Like, I was like, bro, what do you guys expect if LeBron plays alone every night and he's 37? Oh no, by then he was 36. What do you expect will happen? Like, do you expect that he's gonna come through and save the day? Like, no. He can't do everything by himself. And please don't bring the argument like, oh, Jordan could have... No. Please don't. Like, I don't want to compare again. But you saw him, the last time you saw him was against Phoenix, and he didn't look motivated, he didn't look 100%, and he was just completely upset, probably, after the game. I don't know what he did in the locker room. I don't really want to know either. But, bro, it just doesn't look that good, you know? Like, he's upset, and I get it. Like, he was upset in that moment because he was like, why is everybody getting injured? Why do I have to do this shit again? I get that, bro. I mean, I don't get that from, like... I'm not an NBA player or whatever. But I get it. I really do. Like, if you are LeBron James, there's so much pressure on you, and sometimes you're just like, what the what the fuck? How am I supposed to do this every fucking night without AD or, I mean, Dennis Schroeder? I don't want to talk about those guys, but how am I supposed to do this every night and not get injured? You know. And the Lakers didn't really do anything about it. I mean, they tried, and it's hard, and it's not really that easy, and I get that, but I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen. Hopefully LeBron is still gonna be LeBron if he comes back, but I don't know. I really don't know. So, Savage Squad. So first off, I'm first going to explain what Savage Squad actually is. So there's this YouTube group named Savage Squad, and it's out of Nick Briz, Carlos, Chauncey, Chris, and what was the fifth guy's name? I forgot his name. But just type in Nick Briz on YouTube and you find it, and you'll see crazy fights on the basketball court. You'll see crazy 5v5s. It was like a new thing, and everybody was like, oh my god, this has never been done on YouTube before. Blah, 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 blah. This is crazy and stuff. And it turns out that Nick Briz, the main guy in this operation, was paying off people to come to the games and to start a riot for $100 or something. And it also turned out that Nick Briz, the guy, he's the leader of Savage Squad, didn't pay his guys that he played with. He gave them between $500, $600 per video. And a month, maybe. Or $1,200 a month. Nobody can live off of that. You have to have a second job. Like, and it turns out that one of them, it's so messed up, you know? Like, you're putting people in danger for money, clout, and YouTube clicks. And this annoys me because people go so far for these types of stuff for money. Like, why? Why do you put people on the line for this? This shit is not cool, bro. No. It's not. Stop it, please. Don't do that. I swear to God. If somebody... It's just not cool. It's not... No. Don't do that shit, boy. It's... And the best thing... He hasn't even apologized, really, yet. So it's more like oh, yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I had to do it. No, there's so much proof out there. Check out videos of Cash Nasty. Check out Chris, the guy from I think his name is Chris White. Um, he's an actor, bro. He's an actor. He is an actor. He has all this tough guy mentality and stuff, but he's an actor. These guys that stirred it up on the court weren't even real. I mean, mostly. I don't know if all of them were not real, but most of them were paid off for money and putting people's lives at risk. So, if you want to have a good YouTube channel, please don't do that shit, bro. Please don't. So, if you like this podcast, leave a like and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace!